Hello everyone who watches this video. As usual, we are glad to see you on our channel. We arrived on the next expedition, in search of treasure and ancient artifacts of the past. This quiet misty morning, we decided to visit one of the places that for a long time brings us finds. There are various finds from the coins of the Soviet period to the Scythian products and antique coins. If you stand in one place and listen, you can hear how the distant sounds of the metal detector violate the silence. Apparently we are not alone. Let's start the search. Stay with us to not miss anything interesting. The result of the first signal was a vodka stopper. Such things are found absolutely everywhere. It is impossible to hide from these finds. With the next signal we were luckier. We have an old copper coin, and the signal quality confirms this. Let's try to clean this coin. We have half a kopeck of the 18th century. I cannot understand what year of release here, but I know for sure that the 1730s, most likely 1733. Coin safety is quite good. Fine. Let's continue. I just heard another signal, after which I dug a hole and saw another find. Without knowing what it really is, you might think that this is a frame from some big keyhole. You must agree, very similar. In fact, it is a buckle of the times of Kievan Rus, made of ordinary metal. By the way, the metal detector issued a signal in the color sector. I think you know that some metal products may sound like non-ferrous metal. For example, a metal ring from agricultural machinery, or a rusty tin can. Let's find somewhere a puddle and wash this buckle. Soon we came across another metal find. Now my detector is already tuned to ordinary metal, so I managed to find it. Now I have to dig 3 times more often, but the results, as you can see, justify it. I came across an old metal tip. Let's wash this tip in a puddle. That's what we have as a result. A few years ago, I would not have thought that this was a tip. Most likely, I would have thrown it right away after picking it up. But now I know that this is a historically interesting artifact. Very good. Let's go ahead. Sometime later, another signal sounded and most likely we took out another old buckle, but this time, it is slightly different. It differs in its shape and material of which it is made. Now we are dealing with a buckle made of bronze. Let's look closer at the find. We see a rather beautiful and very old buckle, which is related to Kievan Rus or to some other nearby epoch. Great find. Let's continue to search. Here are the conditions in which we work. Around only mud and water. In the midst of all this is a stump, on which I sat down to rest. This is probably the only place where you can sit here. Everything is covered with fog and I can see the district only within 20 meters. What is beyond these limits is not visible at all. In spite of all this, I know which side is now my partner, because I hear the sounds of his instrument. Not knowing certain landmarks, you can get stuck here for a long time. I think that the fog will dissipate in the evening, but if not, we will be approximately guided by the tracks or by the GPS navigator. After a while I came across a very powerful and steady signal. Such signals are quite rare, therefore, to dig such signals is always quite exciting. You can see a very large copper coin as a result of this signal. Probably it is 5 kopecks of the time of Catherine II. Let's clean it up. I cleaned the find. The safety of this coin upset me a little. Appearance is not too bad. Of course, it was worse, but this is no excuse. As I said earlier, this is 5 kopecks of the period of Catherine II, who ruled the Russian Empire from 1762 to 1896. This coin was minted in 1788. A great find, but I would like it to be a little better. I'm going to my partner. I go to him because the video camera is now with me, and we want to capture this find. We see something that looks like a cross, but I am sure that it is not a simple cross. I think we are looking at the Encolpian door. I can be mistaken because I am not well versed in such ancient subjects. We are more confronted with the era of the Russian Empire, and in this we are more enlightened and competent. Pay attention to the patina. A patina is a covering on an object, the so-called shell, which has been formed by centuries of being in the ground. It is immediately apparent that the subject is very ancient. It doesn't even need to be a specialist. You will not see such a patina on ordinary coins, for example, on coins of the 19th or 18th century. Very cool find. We will finish today's expedition to the places where people used to live. For today, the search for ancient artifacts and treasures is over. We got a lot of different finds from this place. On this shovel you can see many different eras. All finds belong to different time periods, the difference between which may be hundreds, and in some cases even thousands of years. By the way, the shovel lacks a metal tip, since we simply forgot about it. We are pleased with the result. If you liked this video, click on the likes and write nice comments below. Subscribe to our channel to keep abreast of all new products. Click on the bell and get new video notifications. Also, do not forget to share this video on social networks and with friends. We wish you all the best. See you soon.